for
I
some.
thought that the THC stuck to the fat.
I don't like it.
Hi, welcome back to Growing with You, Bud. It's Andria here. I'm the COO of the company. And since we've started the episodes, I've had some really fantastic questions come in, so I thought I would address some of those today. So first one, I live in an apartment. Do I need to worry about the odor? And you don't, for the most part. When you have the tent open during flowering, yes, there will be some aroma, but it can dissipate quite quickly. But while the tent is closed, the exhaust comes out and it goes through the carbon filter before it does that, and it's ready to go. You will not have an aroma in your home unless you have the tent open. Do I have to notify my landlord? I would encourage you to notify your landlord. I would absolutely require you to make sure that your lease allows it and that there was no wording about growing cannabis in your home in your application. So it's not just your lease, but please check your application as well. If your landlord would like to speak to us and see one, we are more than happy to come and speak to your landlord, condo board, whoever that may be. Can you help me right through to harvest? Because I know nothing about it. One of my favorites. So yes, we do support you throughout the grow. I check in with you weekly. We communicate if there's ever an issue. It's addressed immediately. So we do have trimming services. You can check that out at our website at u-bud.ca to have trimming services done for you. Otherwise, we do give you a process, and a lot of those details are in that as well. Does the tent need to exhaust to an outside window? No, it does not. The snuffleupagus, as I like to call it, exhausts right out into the air. It doesn't, it absorbs a lot of the humidity as well. So when it comes out, you're not increasing the humidity outside of the tent. So what happens after I harvest? So you have a couple options at that point. You can have us come and reset the grow. We will bring fresh nutrients, fresh soil, fresh seeds, every single thing you will need to support you through that grow. Or based on the age and how many uses each of your components has, you can buy it out at that time. So each of them is individual for how many times it's been used. Or I can just come and clean it up and you get your room back and you're left with your jars. So those are your options at the time. I am a medical patient and live on a fixed income. I would love to grow with you. Can you help? So we do have options for payment plans. What we do is we require half of the price on the day of setup, and then we work it out from there. So we're happy to work with everyone, and as long as we're all happy and growing, then we're all happy and growing. Okay, so my grandfather wants to grow. Do you carry any high CBD strains? We do. We do always have on hand a high CBD, a low THC, in mostly indica, mostly sativa, and then of course some hybrids to choose from. So our inventory fluctuates. So at the time of your booking, we'll discuss options at that time. So can you help me make butter? I need to know the proper quantities. So the person that I would say would be best to answer this is Mr. Danny, the stoner chef, and my good friend. Hi.
Oh, long time. Yeah, butter. It's very simple. So what I usually do for my butter, I'm a patient, so I've been doing it for a while.
Right.
So basically, I usually do 1 ounce to 1 cup of butter. I don't use butter. I use ghee.
Right. Clarified
so
butter.
Clarified butter. In the culinary world, it's ghee, right?
Right.
So the reason why is there's no fats or milk in it. That's all taken out, right, of the ghee, right? So of the butter, so it becomes very pure and the actual weed sticks to it better. For
I
some-
thought that the THC stuck to the fat.
I don't like it. I think it's
Separate it out and it
yeah,
maintains
because
potency.
you can see. Yeah, I prefer using ghee.
Okay.
But if it's up to you, yeah, I do use butter in some of my, even shortening. If you want to infuse shortening, it's the same thing. There's a great machine called the Magical Butter, right?
I'm a fan.
Everybody knows the magicalbutter.com. If you want to grab one of these machines, I usually throw 4 cups of butter into my Magical Butter, 4 ounces, so a quarter pound.
Okay.
And I let her go for about 4 hours. The longer you let her go, the stronger
The
it's going to be.
stronger you're steeping.
Yes, the stronger it will be, the greener it will be.
Do you use trim or do you use flour or?
So for myself, I use bud. I use my trim for, I grind it up. As you know, I use them in baking and
Right.
stuff like that as flour.
Right.
So you're never wasting anything. Always,
Seed to plate.
Seed to plate.
Seed to plate.
So basically, yeah, trim you can do it. If you're a new starter, I'd start with trim.
Because it wouldn't be as
It
strong.
wouldn't be as strong as bud, and you don't want to get knocked on your ass, right? You know what I mean? So, like, I would try using trim, honestly,
Yes.
first. So I would do a cup of butter to 1 ounce of trim, and then as you're building your immune system to the
Ease in.
ease in
Ease
slowly,
in.
then you can try using maybe a half of trim and a half of bud, right? And then that way you're micro dosing yourself
Right.
accordingly, right?
So my question for you,
Yeah.
when this is all done, what are we making? You and me, what are we making?
Oh, one more thing. For the bud, if you're using the actual cannabis to make butter, you need to know the potency of your cannabis.
Right.
So let's say 21% the potency. I don't
THC level.
THC level,
Okay.
right? There's a dosage calculator, which next week actually I'm filming on
Okay.
Seed to Plate on how to change from the potency, like let's say the 21%,
Right.
to an actual knowing how many milligrams are going to be
Into your final
into your
portion.
final portion. So there is a dosage calculator and a formula that you use.
Plug in your numbers.
Yeah, boom, boom,
Magic.
boom, and then and you know what you're getting, right? So what are we gonna make with this?
Yes.
First things first, I want to make sure, once again, by testing it. So we have a company that we deal with. I can't remember the name, but we're gonna get all of this thing tested, so we know the potency, right? And then once we know the potency, we'll do the calculations. And I don't know, what do you feel like making? We can do so much.
I know.
Like there's, we can make all kinds of desserts.
What's your favorite?
Oh,
Hands down.
Seafood for me.
Okay.
I'm a seafood guy. Are you,
Okay.
you
Well,
like
you're
seafood?
Portuguese.
Are you seafood?
I love seafood.
Okay,
Yes.
perfect. Even sushi.
I like sushi.
I know.
Okay. Last one we need is the holiday season is coming.
Ooh.
And so I was asked about maybe some creative ways to gift. So I was thinking,
What?
do you want to do some Martha Stewart craft corner with me?
Sure.
So I
absolutely.
think that we should watch for it. It's coming. We're gonna make some gifts.
Jars?
Yes, we're gonna be invited everywhere.
I had a feeling you were going to say jars.
But jars,
They're amazing.
joints.
Yeah, absolutely,
We can
jars, yeah.
we can have tents.
Yeah, for sure.
So I already have been asked to come out Christmas Eve and set up a tent so it's ready for Christmas morning for someone.
Ooh.
And I'm down. I'm doing it.
Cool. Yeah,
Of course
for
I'm doing
sure.
it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's one of the many ideas. But so
Fantastic.
check it out for our Christmas special coming up.
Ooh, I can't
And
wait for that.
thanks, Danny.
No problem. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you. We'll see you next time.
Have a great day.